This is today's THV This Morning.
Where it is 5 minutes before the hour on this Tuesday, August 3rd. A good morning to you. I'm Charles Crowson with a quick look at your news. Police in Benton are looking for two suspects involved in a home invasion. Police say Saturday afternoon the two suspects identified themselves as police officers and then tied up and robbed a 73-year-old woman. Well, tomorrow voters in Stone County will once again head to the polls to weigh in on that county's race for sheriff. After a runoff for the Democratic nominee resulted in a tie, Arkansas Governor Mike Beebe has set a special election. The judge in the Randeep Mann trial is threatening to declare a mistrial if the Bureau of Alcohol and Tobacco and Firearms does not release information to the defense. Mann is accused of rigging a car bomb that severely injured Dr. Trent Pierce in February 2009. From the defense's standpoint, though, they have to simply say it's all circumstantial. No DNA from Dr. Mann was found on the grenades. So what? My client likes guns. I mean, the defense has a very interesting task as well.
Yes, and remember, the defense has no obligation to do anything.
In golf, the hole-in-one is a magical shot, usually the result of as much luck as it is skill. Most golfers never even come close, and a few may have a handful. But on May 3rd, Conway's Christina LaCure put her own special twist on the ace. You see, she had two in 3 strokes.
I thought it was fun at the time, but I didn't realize it was such a big deal.
The LaCure is referring to happened during the Ben E. Keith Corporate Golf Tournament at Maumelle Country Club. She was a guest pro hitting tee shots with the groups on the 165-yard par 3 8th hole.
Probably about my 15th group of the day, I got a hole-in-one. An
exciting feat for any golfer, no matter the circumstance. But nothing new for this pro who in 2003 came to Arkansas from Canada.
2 in a tournament, 1 in just for fun in college, my very first one at Conway Country Club.
But on this day, 1 ace already in the bag. Believe it or not, LaCure wasn't done. 2 groups later, she was at it again.
I calm back down and next group comes up and sure enough, I hit another hole-in-one.
What was the club?
6-iron.
Reverend Russ says she can remember similar instances of churches renting out space when she was in seminary in the Northeast. Now, the Presbyterian church here, she says, is prime real estate given North Little Rock's resurgence of the Argenta district. So this is how QR codes work. Say you've got your smartphone, be it a BlackBerry or in this case, an Apple iPhone, and you come across a sign like what you have here for UALR's information technology minor. What you'll find is a QR code right down here. You open your QR code reader app, square it up to your cell phone's web camera, and it will immediately redirect you to the IT website. We traveled to intersections in Benton and Little Rock with no real expectations of what we'd find once we got there. Now, each time out, we charted all visible distractions between 4:45 and 6:45 as drivers began their weekend. Of the 4 stops we made, we charted 1,128 instances of distracted driving in 8 total hours. That breaks down to roughly 2.5 distracted drivers per minute that we witnessed.
Some of them might not realize what they're doing.
It's a number State Police Corporal Al Vernon Rogers says he's not surprised by at all.
We see it every day, constantly. You know, everybody's on the cell phone or doing something while they're in that car. You know, it's already hard enough to just drive, you know, concentrating on driving. But now when you start adding those additives off in there, then we have a problem.
And it's a problem we may not completely understand. Corporal Rogers says if you're traveling in a car at about 60 miles an hour and you take your eyes off the road for just 2 seconds, maybe to dial a cell phone, answer a text, change a CD, or give in to any driving distraction, you'll have traveled 200 feet blindly. That's the equivalent of home plate to the left field fence of most Little League ballparks here in Little Rock. You talked about water and being hydrated at all times. What about energy drinks? Things like Gatorade, Powerade, those high in electrolytes, but also high in sodium.
Well, and that's okay. The sodium is necessary.
Tom, thank you. Topping your news this morning, many questions linger in the wake of the shooting last week in the Diamond Head community of Garland County. A man shot Officer Fred Ensminger after a confrontation. Now, police questioned and released that man, and so far, no charges have been filed. As a major heat wave continues hitting Arkansas, hundreds in one county cope with no water at home. To help out, the Arkansas National Guard shipped out water tanks to multiple sites in Van Buren County. Was walking out, putting things in the car, started the car, turned the air conditioner on, turn and look and see I haven't taken the trash out. Tuesday's trash day. So I throw the backpack over my shoulder, put it in the passenger seat, and I guess I hit the lock unlock button.
You guessed.
Yeah, over at the
Pretty sure you
81.
did.
Yeah, pretty sure. Over at the 818, there is a Ford motor vehicle right now running with the keys locked inside.